I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and for today, instead of the news and week in review, I'm doing the giveaway part of my end-of-year channel support drive. To be clear, I'm not giving away the games today, but we are doing the how do you enter to get any and all of these games on the table. Well, not all, because any one person can only win one thing, but past that, how do you enter to win the various games on the table? So first of all, if you missed it, I already did the start of my channel support drive. I did a video maybe a week and a half ago, something like that. I don't know exactly when. I'll link to it down below. It's the kind of the opening of, hey, I'm doing my end of year channel support drive. Please give if you appreciate the content on this channel. This is a continuation of that. Specifically, this is the giveaway part, the part where I say, hey, by the way, in addition to the please give if you appreciate the content of the channel, here's also fun games and prizes and all that stuff that you can win if you are someone who's giving, or honestly, even if you just comment on this video, you are eligible to be able to get any of the things that are on this table. To that end, let's talk about a few things. We're going to talk about how do you enter, how are you eligible, all that. We're going to talk about the games on the table. We'll talk about that as well. And we'll talk a little bit about the channel support part as well. And then lastly, this upcoming week, today we're just doing one video. Normally I do 3 videos on Saturday. Today there's just going to be one. And starting tomorrow, we are starting the top 100 games of all time as of 2025. That yearly adjustment or recap or changes to what is in my top 100. Honestly, it's been a good year. Most of the heavy hitters came in at the tail end, but it's been a pretty good year, and there's definitely going to be some adjustments to my top 100 games of all time. With that said, let's talk about how you are eligible. Let's go with that order. Let's go with the how you're eligible, the games on the table, and then general other things. How are you eligible to be getting any of these games? So the first way is by being a member of the channel over on Patreon, YouTube, or Ko-Fi. In fact, in general, if you are planning on becoming a member, what's generally the most helpful financially is Ko-Fi, then Patreon, then YouTube. In terms of the percentage that I get relative to what you're giving, it's that order: Ko-Fi, Patreon, and then YouTube. But any or all are appreciated. If you are a member on any of those platforms, or if you do one-time donations, Ko-Fi allows you to do one-time donations as well. So if you do one-time donations or over on Ko-Fi, I will count that as well. But basically, any amount that you give is going to be eligible for that many entries. In other words, if you are a $10 a month Patreon or Ko-Fi member or YouTube member, all that stuff, if you are a $10 a month member, you will get 10 entries towards winning all of the various games on the table, maximum 1 winner per game. If you gave $25 one time, you will get 25 entries towards that. Yes, it is absolutely true that it means that it's probably more beneficial for you if you're just interested in the raffle ticket aspect of this. It is more beneficial for you to go ahead and give $25 once than to give $5 a month for the whole year, even though I would get more money out of that. It's one of those weird things where I do appreciate ongoing general support and appreciation for the content I put out, but there's only so many ways I'm going to game the system. If ultimately you are most interested in just getting entries, the most efficient way to do so is with a one-time donation. If you appreciate the content that goes up on the channel, plus the fact that I do give away games monthly over on Patreon and Ko-Fi, then becoming a regular monthly member is also helpful in those aspects. The other way to get an entry is going to be to just comment on this video, which we'll talk more about that in a second. But before we do, just to go back to the financial aspect of things, if you are a member or donate one time, I'll be counting everything from my last video all the way through when this ends, which will be like the first week of January or so. Somewhere around the first week of January is going to be where it ends. I will tell you in advance the last opportunities, and then that'll be the window of either being a monthly member or alternatively giving a one-time donation, and that's where I'll wrap it all up and count all of that towards the various games on the table. As far as commenting on this video, the way it works is going to be limited to 1 entry per commenter, so you can comment as much as you want and it helps the algorithm, but only one entry per person commenting on this video. No specific comment is necessary. Any comment makes you eligible. A reply to a comment, any of those things makes you eligible to get that 1 entry per commenter on this. That's the basic idea as far as how this is going to work. I will be doing the drawings of the winners as well. I'll be letting you know who won the various games. That will again be somewhere in the first or second week of January, so stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, all of those things if you aren't already, and if you are, then great, you'll probably see it pop up at some point. But I don't know the exact date yet, but it'll be somewhere around the first week or two of January. As far as the games on the table that are being given away for this year's giveaway, we have over $1,000 worth of games. We have Austria and the Pirates expansion. By the way, most of these are new. Some of them are not. If I felt it was a good enough game, I did include it, or hard enough to get and all that, I did include it even if it wasn't new. We have Austria and the Pirates expansion, both new and shrink. We have Raising Robots, the deluxe Kickstarter version of it. This is played, but it's excellent condition. Gingopolis and the expansion, The Experts, a hard-to-find out-of-print game, both new and shrink. Scales of Fate, this is the new version, the deluxe version from IV Studios, the recent campaign. We have Dune War for Arrakis. That's going to be the whole all-in from the crowdfunding campaign, including the playmat. That's going to be Dune War for Arrakis, the big box here, the small mini expansions, and the playmat for the game. We're going to have Flamecraft Duels. This is going to be all the Flamecraft stuff over here. Well, some of the extras that just fell on the floor, but the Flamecraft Duels is going to be the deluxe edition from the crowdfunding campaign. This is also a good time to note that in general, if you see things leaving here, sometimes they are extra copies, especially if I backed something and a publisher sent. Sometimes they are my own copies leaving. I will have stuff in my end of year purge, so if you're in doubt, you'll see those at the end of the year, but that's going to be what we have on this side of the table. Then we have an Age Contrived. This is used, excellent condition. It does have my name on the inside of the box because I did that as part of the campaign. So it does say Alex Radcliffe Board Game Co. on the box cover, for better or for worse. We have Dune War for Arrakis, which I said already. We have The Great Wall. This is the all-in with a deluxe insert as well from Awakened Realms. We have War of Whisperers Collector's Edition over here. We have Quad Heroes. Quad Heroes, including a deluxe 3D printed insert. It is a pretty deluxe insert. We have Clash of Cultures over here. Then we have Evadel Silverfrost Collector's Edition. And then lastly, we have Breach from Ludus Magnus Studios. Those are the games that I'm going to be giving away in this year's giveaway. Again, it's going to be limited to one winner per game that I'm giving away. I might choose to add some. If I do, you'll see them in some update video. You might see. There might be more. There might not be. But enter based on these, at least until you see anything to the contrary. But I may add some more to the giveaway. As far as general giveaway notes or channel membership drive and all that, I'll say the same thing I said in the last video, but just again in short. If you are someone who watches the content on this channel and you generally appreciate the content we do on this channel, anything you do is appreciated. That does include commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, all of those things. I do not ask for it in every video. I specifically try not to ask for it in most videos, but this time of year, at the end of your drive, is the one time where throughout the month I do mention it here and there. If you appreciate the content, any form of support, both monetary and non-monetary, is tremendously appreciated. A lot of work goes into the videos that go up 10 to 14 times a week at this point, somewhere in that range. There's a lot of videos that go up on the channel every single week, and whatever you can do, if you appreciate what we're doing, is tremendously appreciated. And with that, I hope you have an excellent week. This is replacing the news and week in review video. Tomorrow we'll be starting the top 100 games of all time. It's going to be 10 days straight of the top 100, 100 to 91, 90 to 81, etc., all the way through the end of it until it ends whatever 10 days from Sunday is. In any case, and until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you appreciate this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.